CP squared has 51 minus degrees of freedom, making all the way home. I got hungry and I ate it. We're Americans and we only like competition, okay? I'm eating and I'm reading a book. And this waitress comes up.
But wait, there's more. Hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer.
This one's a screamer. Yes, exactly. How y'all doing? Welcome to another Dungeon Talk. We've not done this in a couple months, and we have a lot of fun stuff to go over for today. So welcome. Let's go ahead and get into our bringing in the co-host, the co-host, and our lovely Savvy as well, and others. Oh my Jeebus, we have more people popping right in. The only thing is I didn't do is I have to give me a second to get an intro. So while I'm doing this, let's go ahead and play intros, and I think by the time I get to it, let's see. By the time I get to it, then we should probably be there. Although my brain is not finding the right thing because that's not. Anyways, so again, let's do this, and then we'll get to this. There it is. Okay.
But some people without brains do an awful lot of talking, don't they?
Yes, I guess you're right.
Ah, son of a bee sting. All right, here we go. But fuck it, we're doing it again. God damn it, it's not playing nice with me today. Hold on. We'll do this again. God damn it. I'm trying to...
War never changes, and we are the Galactic Penguin Federation, NASA's enforcers. We rain fire on our enemies, and fight hand-to-hand across the galaxy. We are ever seen, yet we are never seen in our fight for liberty. We will kick down any door and fight any secret societies.
I knew it. She's a lizard person.
My name, Commander 401. And this is how we handle our problems.
You gotta step up and beat that bully with a stick.
If you don't mind, Mr. Tuck, I'll wind up your action.
That would please me very much. And you may call me Tick-Tock.
Why weren't you turned to stone, just like everybody else?
Because I am not alive, and never will be, thank goodness.
And...
Are you mad?
No.
Are you grumpy? No. Are you sad? No. Are you angry?
No!
What are you?
I don't know.
Okay, all right. So there's everybody's intros.
That is so fucking relatable. That is so relatable. Everybody has
I know, right?
And it's definitely
everyone loves a kitten.
Yes. So, how y'all doing?
Good.
Yep.
Pretty
So far, so good today.
Cold.
Cold.
It
was this morning.
It's been snowing here off and on all day.
So it's been snowing there? Jeez.
Yeah, well, it didn't snow like here in Monty, but 30 minutes away. So there's so much snow and sleet, and it's just been cold and wet here all day.
Is that literally how far away you have to go to get a vape?
The closest dispo that's open before 10 a.m. is about 45 minutes away.
Jesus Christ.
So
you're in Colorado, right?
I am in Colorado, but I am in like the one dry county in all of Colorado.
A dry county?
Yeah, like
it's south.
Dry as in we don't have green. Like we don't have like you have to have a medical card unless you go to a different county.
It's the closest to the border probably that you could get. I'm just gonna say it that way.
Yeah, I'm less than an hour from New Mexico.
At the least, yeah. So
that sounds a lot like there's this county in Kentucky where they make Jack Daniels, but you can't buy it.
Oh,
you have to. You literally you can take the fucking tour, but you can't drink. But there's some weird thing some weird thingy-mabobber where you can like take a couple of steps over a certain border or something, and then
I believe the
weird.
factory is built against
county line.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
On the other side of the county line, there's a bar where you can try
right,
it.
but I'm not about to take a tour at a distillery and not be able to sample the product if I'm
well, fair enough. Hey, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
But,
and Brainless is right. On the back side of it is the county line or something.
Right.
So you,
No,
if you put
yes.
your arm,
Right.
if you stand on one side and you put your arm over the other side and you drink, it's technically legal but illegal.
Right, Texas is the same as dry counties. Like I had to drive 20 minutes to the closest liquor store to even buy beer when in parts of Texas I've lived in. Like, dude, it's
kind of a bee sting. When I first moved to fucking Colorado, Sundays were dry days, and I forgot like one day, and I went to the fucking liquor store, or I went to a store. Because in California, you can buy hard alcohol from gas stations. Like, I never even thought
Oregon,
it wasn't a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up in California. I didn't know there was a dry towns. I didn't know there was times you could and couldn't buy alcohol. I didn't know that gas stations did. So when I moved here, it was like...
Here, gas stations are not allowed to sell it because of driving.
There was a thing in Virginia when I was a kid. They were called blue laws. You could not sell alcohol or tobacco on Sunday.
Yeah,
the blue book laws, or what they're called. But
Well,
blue laws, yes.
They should be
There's
called.
more people here than just us talking.
Are there?
Yeah. So now that we said hello, let's do
the audience.
Yeah, and not just.
We love you. We're sorry we neglected you. Except for Pastor, we think you're a jerk.
Yeah, fuck you, Pastor. Anyways,
he's too scared.
But yeah, hello everybody in chat. And hello everybody.
And so let's do this. So let's do this first, which is our disclaimer and intro. Then we'll get to saying hello to the cinema chats, and then we'll get and dive into this. So everybody here that is on the panel and that is in the cinema chat, think of one kink, fetish, or a subject that you would like to go over and talk about. This is something that you don't 100% know about, but you would like to know more about. Let's put it that way. And I have lots and lots of substance for us to go over. And Savvy, I'm sure, could talk for a million years about all the fun stuff. But
I've got
let's find that out in a minute. So let's crack on with the disclaimers.
Disclaimer: the views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers, commentators, experts, and/or hosts. They do not explicitly or necessarily reflect nor represent the channel's policy or the views held by this channel or broadcaster. The broadcaster or its channel cannot be held accountable for all or any views expressed during this program.
It's just like Killer Cop 4, but she's got Hema instead of fry cook balls. I need you, Action Bastard! Action Bastard, I need you! Action Bastard, I need you! Why am I wasting time dancing?
You want to know why? Because the world is fucking flat, dog. And everything that you see up there, as far as like planets or stars, yeah, guess what, dude? It's fucking fake. It's just lights up there. The government put those lights up there so you dummies could just act like there's something up there.
Wait a second. Are you a flat earther?
Call a crackhead. You're stupid. Yeah.
Grin, grin, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I fucking love that intro, but I hate how I love it so much. But I have a new one in the works. I know I've been saying that for like 6 months, but it's close to being that. It's just a more updated version of that per se.
Oh, fair enough, Slim. Just keep the wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more. As long as you keep that, man, it'll be all.
Oh, that's definitely going to be at the end of it, because, like, you know, is your wife a goer? If you've seen that, you know what I mean. Anyways, let's go ahead and let's play this song while we start. Oh, let's say hello to Cinema. Oh my god, I'm fucking sorry, everybody. My brain is like trying to get in. Like, I'm thinking about fetish stuff so much. I mean, I am totally not hard.
I wonder why
I'm totally
you're thinking about that so much.
I'm totally not hard sitting at the desk right now at all. Thinking about all the fetish
for how you're acting. For how you're acting.
You dumbass!
Exactly. Okay, so let's crack on with Stop This Debate. And we have their commercial, and their commercial is
Attention, New Yorkers! Stop acting so stupid!
And thank you, Stop the Stupidity, for being here and being our channel sponsor as well. And we have a Demon Orb.
Dorby.
Jasper.
Jasper, hey.
Hey, Jasper.
Hi, Jasper.
Hello, Jasper.
Jasper,
And
you. We said talking about last night.
Jasper the Ghost. I don't know why I felt like saying that for some reason, but Jasper the Ghost. Anyways, Jinx, you.
Hey, Jinx.
Hey, Jinx.
And that looks like everybody as of right now. But if there's anybody who's lurking, go ahead and let us know that you're here. We'd love to say hello to you. Oh, my Jesus Christ. God damn it, son of a bee sting. What's going to happen now?
Skits Crasher.
About his intro. I was just thinking about his intro.
I know, me too. And I was waiting. But hold on, everybody. Shh. Brainless. Yes, and we did not hear any of that.
So darn high, we couldn't hear you say skitsy.
Your noise gate.
What? Yeah, there's
again. But anyways,
skitsy.
Anyways, let's crack on.
You mentioned Casper the Ghost, and you know ghosts look like people and look like what they are. It's Casper the Ghost and a sperm.
Don't make me talk about ghosts looking like peoples. Anyways, let's crack on. Now let's do this. And this is Skitsmacrashers commercials or things. So here we blow. And you're welcome, everybody. And thank you very much, Skits and Stop the Stupidity, for being our channel sponsors. Both of you are very, very amazing. And we love you both very, very much. I know. I'm sorry, but like it's so fucking funny.
Yeah, I just cleaned it, and the damn cat ran right into.
And then the damn, but that's our Skitsmacrasher. Although I'm not saying that Skitsmacrasher would do that, but that is our Skitsmacrasher. Let's put it that way. That's the best way to put that, right? And we love you as well.
My parents have a glass door from the hallway to the living room. When my grandpa used to visit, when he was still alive, they had to have that door open constantly because otherwise he would keep walking into it because he'd forget.
When I've stayed in like hotel rooms in Southern California that are on the beach, they put these huge like decals and stickers on the sliding glass doors so that drunk fucking tourists don't break or me don't break through the things. So it's like, hey, there's a window here, dumbass. And literally, like, it doesn't say that, but it is. Thank you very much. Stop the stupidity with this. And Brainless, will you do this while I get?
It's not showing anybody.
Okay,
I
well
don't know
that's
why.
fine.
At least on my end, it's not showing anybody.
It does that every once in a while, and that's fine. But if there's anybody who's a new channel member, thank you very much. Stop the stupidity. Here is your intro. And thank you for becoming one. And thank you, Stop the Stupidity.
Hey, Dave.
Hey, Dave. And now we got a Dave. See, Kitty Cat, you see why this happens and how long it takes me to start things because we do all this stuff.
Yes. It's okay.
I try my hardest.
As long as I know that things are like in the works, then I can be patient.
Yes, but it's funny. Do you see why this goes the way it goes now?
Yeah. It's gonna be a long one. We've got a lot to cover. We haven't even started yet.
That's what I'm saying. We're already 19 minutes in, almost 20 minutes in, and we have not even gotten into the song that we're going to play as what was supposed to be the, I was going to say palate cleanser, but that wasn't the thing. The appetizer. There we go. That's what I was going to say. The appetizer for tonight.
Oh, hey, Captain. Yeah. All hail Bigfoot. Yes.
All hail Bigfoot. Everybody say.
Yeah,
everybody
all hail
hashtag.
All
All hail
hail
Bigfoot.
Bigfoot.
Well, hell, Bigfoot.
For sure.
Why?
Captive Desk. They're Bigfooters. Let's put it that way.
I blame Captain.
Well,
you're not wrong.
I don't just follow commands willy nilly like that. Jeez.
No, totally. But no, Savvy. What we do is it has a glitch. Okay, that makes sense. So what we do is
YouTube is a glitch. What are you talking?
No, totally. YouTube is a crotch itch. Never mind. We'll talk about that later. Anyways.
Oh my goodness. Steel.
They have a cream for that now, I think.
They have an ointment for that now.
I think so. I think it's
never mind. Okay, I'm so lost. I don't know what we're doing anymore.
You're trying to play the song.
I know. Let's play the song before my brain gets more puzzled.
Are you wearing your furry panties? Never mind.
No, I'm naked. And do you want me to stand up? Because maybe that'll happen eventually.
No,
and then
see,
we're all gonna...
mate. No, you've done that before by accident.
And then we'll all get in trouble again.
This wasn't by
I was
accident.
here when that happened, though.
Oh, he just played the video. Savvy.
Well, I mean, it's supposed to be detachable, so if he takes it off first, maybe he won't get dinged.
Yeah,
no, Dog supposedly has it from what I heard last.
I've set traps around the rooms.
I know, and I'm sorry that it keeps evading you catching it. I have no control over it. So thank you very much, our Schizma Crusher. 22 months.
Traps, it's called.
Yes. We have been monetized for 22 months. And the only way that I know that is because Schizma Crusher was like our first freaking
immediately. Yeah.
Member. So
because it's awesome.
It's 2 years that I am gonna be sponsored by YouTube. That's fucking insane to think that YouTube has actually been paying me for 2 years straight
to do this.
Anyways,
shit.
to do this dumbass shit that we're doing. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways,
for 1 month, I've been a member.
All right.
I mean, we are entertainers. I mean, we do have.
Okay, so now let's do this before we get into the fetish subject.
Before we fall down a big ass rabbit hole.
We have fallen down the biggest rabbit hole I've ever seen. I think it's more like a camel hole at this point, which I have no idea what that means. But anyways, let's crack on. I used to do a piercing act to this song back in the day.
Till I'm black, till I'm blue. I will love you.
One day I'll
Till I till I die. I will. I don't know if the dying part, but okay, let's just go for the one more verse or one more chorus. Beat me, yes, indeed, I will.
I don't think I've ever actually heard this song by them before.
Really?
I don't think so. It's really, really, really slow. So I'll probably skip
well, now we just have to listen to the whole thing then. I will. So it's like, let me see, it's 3:17. So this was a nice little cute piercing act I could do for a couple minutes of throwing things in me, and then a minute and a half pulling them out, and then blood, and then yeah. And so
Are we gonna talk about that kink too?
Yep. We're talking about blood. Tying up and bleeding. We'll talk about that.
Yes, please.
I said this is a kink stream.
Now, I got a question. It's not
okay,
the kind of kink that you be talking about, but if anyone knows how to get tangles out of hair or keep them from happening, any suggestions?
Yeah.
I have no.
What kind of hair? Where is head hair located?
On the head.
It depends on what's causing it to tangle, but we can talk about that more later. I can probably help with that.
Shave it all off.
That's a different type of kinky. A different type of kink.
Yeah.
Anyways, what was I doing? I had this in news, I think. Is that where I put that? I think I put it in news. Hold on.
I thought you just found it.
No. Excuse me, pardon me. I did not mean to. I totally did.
No excuses.
Yeah. No, let me see the. Oh, it is in this document. No, it's here. It's here. The Hold on. Let me see.
Ladies and gentlemen, yes, we are professionals. Yeah, fucking right.
I thought I wanted to do thing first. I don't know. I thought there was something else I wanted to do first. Oh, yeah. The sex culture thing. Okay, I did want to do this. Hold on. Give me a second. This is how sex culture started in the Americas, which I think this is a good springboard to get into fetishes, because this is sexuality without just fetishism per se. Bursting out of our prudeness in the Americas, and this is how we technically bursted out of our panties.
But only in the only in the back rooms, like.
Well, let's see.
In
let's see
Minecraft.
what
Yeah,
let's
in
find.
Minecraft.
Let's in mine. But let's find out. So let's see how sex culture evolved in the Americas and where we have gotten to here in the Americas. Because it's hard for me to. I mean, obviously, like a year ago, it was a thing. Now it's not 100%, but fucking when we were getting somewhere. Anyways, let's crack on. And here is how the progression of sex has evolved in the Americas. And then we'll get into the fetish stuff and things and things.
Stuffing things.
There we go. And we'll get into stuffing things.
The 1960s were a time when America looked at its button-up Eisenhower era values and said, nah, let's get weird. The counterculture movement declared that sex was just for married couples.
So this is when the hippies started doing their sex culture
was
stuff.
Trying to produce future tax-paying citizens. It was a form of self-expression, rebellion, and occasionally an excuse to skip work. The rallying cry was
a complete thing to skip work. And if you don't know who the gentleman is, we'll talk about that in just a minute. Jesus.
That's our Timothy Leary.
Yeah, it is. Yep, it is completely Timothy Leary.
Hey, talk about, look, skip work and do a bunch of fucking LSD.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah. And I don't know anything about doing a bunch of LSD.
No,
we'll talk about that later. Yeah,
I've only heard stories. Yeah, I've only heard stories from like other people's friends. So yeah,
I've only been arrested twice for having LSD on me. Only twice.
You're not supposed to get caught.
Oh man.
Well, I mean, hey, when you fucking run as much drugs as I ran, and I only got caught with the small amount that I got caught with, I'm fucking lucky. Like literally, I had pounds on me at times of hardcore drugs, and I only got caught with 10 hits of LSD when I was 16 and
Only a 10
55 hits. And when I was 16 in school, and then I got caught with 55 hits crossing a county borderline in California. Yeah, that's no fun because
Which
they
county?
it was the San Diego County, from San Diego to LA or whatever, or the San Diego to the, because it was from, like I said,
LA
San Diego to going to LA. Let's put it that way. I don't know what
Didn't you engage your sovereign citizenship?
I said, hey, I got my God-given right to sell LSD to all the goddamn children up in LA. No, I'm just kidding. I have no idea.
I mean, isn't it like 1,000 years a hit?
Well, see, the thing, Bobber, is, okay, Rick. Yeah. So what they wanted to do is they were trying to try, like, it was this thick. It literally was this thick of charges they wanted to give me. They wanted to charge me with trying to overthrow the government, fucking all these other things, and literally the whole time, hey, Billy Boy Blue, welcome.
Hey, Billy Boy. Wait, overthrow the government?
Yeah, no, like having LSD and hallucinogens and selling them to other people was supposedly because you were trying to overthrow the government by indoctrinating them with
you are dirty. Yeah, you are a dirty communist heathen devil motherfucker. Yeah.
That's why we get along so well.
If you were questioned by the detectives and they said, what are you trying to do? Overthrow the government? At this moment in time, you said, yeah, I am. They say
you're a terrorist.
You're free to go. Go and overthrow that.
Yeah. No, literally, when they asked me what I was doing with it, I said I just bought it from my friend and I was going to take all of them tonight at a rave.
Oh, man.
And they're like, what? And I said, I'm fucking insane. I'm fucking insane. I would rather say that than I was going to sell it at a rave. They were individually wrapped in tinfoil, 55 of them. And I had 2 sheets of them that I had already sold. After 2 sheets, I only had 55 left, and we were taking it to a rave to go sell. And I would touch it all night long. Like, literally, I was already frying my nuts off by the time that happened. And so I told them, no, I was going to take all 55 hits by myself tonight. Because I would rather say that than say that I was going to sell them or I had them for later, blah, blah, blah. The best thing to say at that point in time is, no, I'm fucking dumb and stupid and I'm insane and I'm going to take 55 hits of LSD.
I'm going to have to go. I found out that my account has been drained.
What?
There was too much in there for it to be all gone, so I got to call the bank.
Okay, well, you do that and let us know what happened.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry to hear that. But anyways, so
I came back from this place that I went. I got 500 hits. That's 5 sheets. A sheet is 100, right? Okay.
Yes, it's always 100 is a sheet, and so a book is 1,000. So
a book is 1,000. No, I didn't have that much cash.
Or a book or a Bible. But anyways, yes.
However, I had it in my front pocket. I swear to God, I started tripping halfway down the road just by osmosis or whatever.
No, totally. There is ways like what we use. So the reason why what happened to me to some extent was we went to, this is hilarious. We're talking about fetish and we're talking about LSD for half an hour. But anyways, that's how this works.
I mean,
sex on LSD is fucking great. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. And anyways, so really quick, let me get into this. We took a sheet of acid to this one rave. And I had we gave a couple hits to people, and people were running around crying and freaking their shit. Because the thing is, the acid was so good, but they were taking other drugs with it. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't just they took one hit of this fucking you know what I'm saying? They didn't take one hit of this insane acid we had. They're taking like a hit of ecstasy while they're drinking, while they're smoking weed, blah, you know what I'm saying? So they're like intensified.
I did
so eventually what we had to start doing from the distributor we were getting it from, which was the wizard or the king of LSD or whatever. We talked about this before, I think.
The dude,
I think most of us were here. When I went and met him. Anyways, we were getting this stuff that was pure stuff in vials and on sheets, to where it was like, oh my god, like I have to like touch this stuff before we can sell it to the public, because like people don't understand. Like, if they're like, give me 5, and I'm like, no, you don't want 5, and they're like, give me 5, and I'm like,
can you go outside?
That's why I stopped selling drugs a long time ago, because I was like, I can't do this anymore. I can't just give you fucking kids all these
we are talking,
drugs and you not, you know.
Yeah, we're talking historically in Minecraft. This is what we did back in the day.
Yeah, exactly, similarly. So now let's get into getting further into this, and then we'll get into the fetish stuff.
Was free love, which sounded poetic, but often translated to no one is doing the dishes because everyone is too busy hooking up. At the heart of it all was San Francisco, a city that became the Disneyland of counterculture, minus the churros, plus a lot more LSD. In 1967, the Human Being gathered tens of thousands of hippies in Golden Gate Park for a celebration of love, peace, and questionable hygiene. It was a prelude to the summer of love.
Questionable hygiene.
An event that involved a lot of folk music.
Hey,
a lot of drugs and a staggered.
I take my shower every Saturday. Okay, so
whether you need it or not.
Hey, every time it rains, I'll get out inside there, and then at least I wash my goddamn cock in the fucking rainwater.
I have a bath once a year, whether I need it or not.
Exactly.
Hey! Once a year, I jump in that goddamn musky fucking swamp, and I come out. I'm clean. I'm just kidding. I don't know what's going on anymore.
No, that's not you. That's
hey, the swamp thing. The swamp thing needs a friend too. So I mean, there's that.
Hey, is that who keeps putting things up my butt? I knew it. I knew it. Swamp Thing was the reason.
You gotta watch
your Okay, let's crack on.
Oh my goodness.
Amount of people getting naked in public. Of course, not everyone was thrilled. Conservative America looked at the long-haired, free-loving youth and saw the end of civilization. But for the counterculture, sex was liberal.
Yeah, and remember, you fucking idiots that fucking thought that back in the day, none of that did that. And now what is insane is most of those idiots that are in this crowd right now are Trumpanites. Like literally, almost every single person in that crowd right now that is still alive is a Trumpanite. Like, how did you go from being a free-loving hippie to being like, oh my God, we need to restrict everybody's things for the 7 things? I was wrong when I went to fucking Woodstock. Wait, what the fuck are you talking about, you psychopath?
What was it, petunia oil?
But yeah, oh my God, I hate patchouli oil. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
I hate patchouli oil.
Oh,
and
patchouli's good.
I hate patchouli oil, and unfortunately, I can't stand sage, and I hope that nobody gets offended from that. But I am a demon, and being a demon, I can't be around sage burning because I know. I knew that was going to be a thing. I'll be around it, and I don't mind it that much.
I don't burn it regularly. I just have it.
Yeah, and that's fine. But it's just funny because the joke is, and that's why I say this like this way.
I mean, I'm
a demon. I'm a demon. It is supposed to, it's supposed to get demons to go away or evil spirits.
Oh yeah,
and that's the joke. Is I don't like the smell of it in close quarters most of the time. But
I'm allergic. I'm allergic to it. Yeah, that we'll run with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get rid of demons with fire out my
I'm around all of that stuff constantly when we do all these events, obviously savvy. You know what I'm saying? But it's just funny because like it's when I smell certain things, I'm like, yep, I'm a demon. I'm a demon. Anyways, let's track on.
Well, fair enough. Fair enough, Tim. I mean, you can be a demon, and I am a devil. I'm not the devil, but I am a devil.
That's what I'm saying. I'm a demonic cyborg for some reason. I have no idea why my circuits have been taken over by demons, but here's where we're at.
Fair enough.
Slim so weirdo, slim so weird.
See, Savvy, do you see how our lore keeps building and building as we go through these times? I mean, it just
is this
turns
new
into
lore?
more. Well,
this
yeah, no,
new?
I've never said that before. That's just something we just came up with. So yes,
Okay.
that's new
Well,
lore.
I mean, that'll play into more my character anyway, so that works out well.
Then there we go. That's what I'm talking about. So here we
It
blow.
wasn't just about pleasure. It was about rejecting outdated norms, embracing personal freedom, and making sure you never had to wear a tie again. And so America's sexual revolution began, not with a bang, but with a whole lot of them.
But with a bounce, bow wow.
Wait.
Okay.
Wait, I gotta do it.
Go ahead.
Giggity.
And a giggity, exactly. And we like probably should do this.
I didn't realize I should have had that ready for this stream. Man.
You should have, obviously. And then, of course, we're going to do this. And I'm going to step away for a second while we go through this next section for just a second. Then we'll go through the things. Oh, my God.
Slim's professional.
Oh, it's still me. It's still me.
I'm
TikTok.
Professional.
Grin, grin, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more.
There you go.
Welcome back,
exact simile. So here we go. Welcome to I'm going to go ahead and do this.
It was a false alarm. I got enough money to pay my auto insurance this month. Yay.
Okay, well, at least you're not going to be a sovereign citizen then.
I would lose my job permanently if I didn't keep auto insurance.
No, I know. Because being what in your industry,
a commercial driver, if you don't pay your auto insurance, you get your license suspended. And if you get your license suspended, you can't drive.
Yes, and that's why I'm a fucking driver that doesn't drive commercially, because I don't have to have my license, insurance, or anything, because I'm a dork of the land or something like that, because I'm a sovereign citizen. I don't know. I'll stop. I'll stop right there. I'm sorry, everybody. You had to hear me.
Yes, Hick, you should stop.
I'm sorry, Hick. I'm sorry, Hick.
$200 for auto insurance.
Yeah.
And I don't have accidents.
Yeah.
Not big ones anyway.
And sorry, everybody. Hick knocked me out for a second, and then took over. Okay, so let's crack on with this, and then.
Oh no! Look, man, I drive a stagecoach. I drive me a stagecoach.
Slim, does she already know about Hick and Cookie?
I believe we've gone over that, right? Savvy? I think so. If not, we'll go over that later. Anyway.
Oh yeah. The characters. Yes.
You know my character. Yeah. You know my other personalities. Let's put it that way. Right. Okay.
I know of those two. Yes.
My other personalities, or at least those two. Which maybe there's like two more, but I can't remember always. Because sometimes they speak to me in other languages that I can't fucking understand, so I don't know what's going on. Anyways, we'll talk about that again later.
That's therapy. That's not other characters. That's mental illness.
Yeah.
What?
Fucking therapist. That's what's going on.
Shut up the thing behind me. God damn it. Okay, I'm on stream. Just be quiet for another hour at least. Okay, now anyways. God damn, this is so much fun.
We're only 44 and a half minutes in. It's fine.
And screw you all. That's all I have to say. Anyways, let's crack on.
Hey, we're getting there.
Once again. I'm going to get another burr. We're gonna play more of this, and then we'll get into the things and stuff and things, and then I will talk about whatever the side of my chat's saying, because I see things, but I am not there yet. But I'll be right back. Let's crack on, and let's see who I am by pressing this.
Okay, lost.
Am I me? Am I me?
Yeah,
me. Oh, I'm totally me. All right.
Billy Boy makes a good point.
Lost about 4
illegal if
days.
caught.
In a second. Okay, let me keep doing this, and then we'll get to that.
At some point, hippies realized that preaching free love in their parents' basements wasn't cutting it. So they did what every idealist with a questionable business plan does. They started communes. These were places where people grew their own food, rejected capitalism, and treated monogamy like it was an outdated operating system. Drop City in Colorado. It was famous for its geodesic domes, DIY art, and a complete disregard for personal space. Drop City ran on creativity, communal living, and the kind of unstructured idealism that sounds great until someone has to figure out who's buying the toilet paper. Eventually, it collapsed under the weight of its own dysfunction because, as it turns out, even utopias need a grocery budget. Before the hippies were experimenting with love like it was an off-label medication, there was the Oneida community in New York. Founded in the 1840s, Oneida practiced complex marriage, which meant everyone was married to everyone.
Hey, if everybody's married to everyone, that means we can just beep. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Under the way.
What are you talking about down here?
Let's get
STDs.
Well, no shit, man.
What's
you build up a tolerance? You build up a tolerance after a while. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's what age. That's what JFK Jr. wants to tell you. Hey, you just keep getting enough STDs, and then finally they'll go away. That's not how that works. Okay. Wait, I have the thing that says this. I have the thing that says this. This is exactly how.
That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.
Exactly. That's not how any of this works. Jesus Christ. Okay. So now let's get into the X rating of the things and stuff. Okay. So this part of
and for a while it was used for edgy artistic films until the porn industry claimed it and ran with it. Then came Deep Throat in 1972. The adult film that somehow became a mainstream cultural phenomenon. It grossed millions, sparked heated debates about sexual freedom, and briefly made adult films something people openly discussed instead of pretending they didn't know about them.
But I saw
it was a moment.
So in the 1970s is technically when like they just said, and then also the viewing the viewing stations, they're called something else. God damn it. That I can't remember.
They're
the
called
adult arcades. Well, no. The adult arcades. They were called adult arcades.
I remember that
back in the day. And then,
Gloria, Deep Throat itself. It was all the women had like airy armpits. It was just like hair everywhere. Happy trails and
nobody understood. Okay,
so women you go down on and go 10 seconds that you come and go. Trying to grab a hair.
I always felt like a cat afterwards, like I was shaking. Anyways, no. Back in the day, you want to know what merkins were made for?
Porn.
When prostitutes back in the day would get crabs or a disease, and they'd have to shave off their pubes, they would wear the little panties that look like hair, so they could look normal. Because back in the day, there was nobody who ever shaved, because being shaved was prepubescent, and it was and back in the day, and so then it wasn't until like the 1990s maybe that being shaved was a popular thing, and actually nowadays it's gone and flipped back, and there's less people that are completely shaving. Everybody's manicuring. Let's put it that way.
Not everybody.
No,
it's more like just do whatever the fuck feels good for you.
Well, I've looked into a lot of trends, and I guess people are still like, kind of, even if it's certain lengths, it's called manicuring nowadays,
Back in the
which is
80s,
just like kind of like partially. Anyways, we'll talk about it later.
Back in the 80s, when I was pulling a pair of panties off, it looked like I was watching a fucking rerun of the Jackson 5.
Yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, you want to know?
Front of air, boom, right in your face.
Yeah, you want to know how many times I got punched in the face by a bush by taking off somebody's panties? Like, yeah. Anyways, we'll talk about.
And there were no phones back then, so it was fucking hard work getting them fuckers off. She's had to wiggle her ass a lot.
Hey,
while you're pulling on them.
There was a time I had to bring a machete to the fucking sex table, I guess. And I had to be like, whoosh, 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 to get to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jesus Christ. Okay, anyway.
Fair enough.
I love when you say that. Fair enough. I love every time you say that. All right, let's go.
Moment when America realized that even its most buttoned-up citizens were, in fact, very interested in after-hour aerobics. By the 1970s, movies and TV had gone from implying to outright showing, and suddenly, the media landscape looked a lot less like Leave It to Beaver and a lot more like, well, something else.
Leave it to your mom's, Beaver. Oh, I'm sorry. I think that was another part.
I mean, Leave It to Beaver was basically an innuendo.
Yeah, no, of course. I mean, I left it to her, Beaver, while he was at work because I was the milkman. Never mind. We'll talk about that later.
Hey, I was always the pizza guy. I was always the pizza guy.
Love and endless extracurricular gymnastics wasn't built to last. The turning point: violence, murder, and the harsh reality that utopias are hard to maintain when people forget to make a grocery list. First came Altamont in 1969, a free concert that was supposed to be Woodstock West, but instead turned into a real-life horror movie featuring the Hells Angels as security.
Yeah, they unfortunately, instead of having a private security company themselves, they had the Hells Angels be the security company or the security, and they ended up doing horrible things to somebody at this event.
Security guards, because apparently hiring actual security professionals was too mainstream. By the end of the night, 4 people were dead, including one who was stabbed in front of the stage while the Rolling Stones played Under My Thumb. It was not a great PR moment for the peace and.
So yeah, there's that. Okay. So now let's get into this thingy mabobber first.
Oh, Lord.
Then we'll get into.
I hope there's some I've never heard of. I'm kind of excited.
There's totally things you've never heard of before that we're going over. Don't worry about that.
Well, I mean, I'm sure
I haven't heard of some of these things, and that's what she says.
Yes, New Mexico. Anyway. Yes.
Yeah, and then here we blow. Let's see.
I've got a
you and your banana cocks. God damn it, Ollie man,
motherfucker.
Wait, what?
Anyways.
Over the board, Ollie man.
Oh my.
What's up? Oh yeah.
Okay.
I've seen
wow.
this
map. What is that graph?
Or into vor.
Can y'all just let me talk first? God damn you freaks. She's jumping the gun like you fucking are. Never mind. I'm just kidding.
We're just
so here we go.
Slim.
You hate Slim.
You think I don't know that y'all are excited? That's exactly what I said. I know, but just chill. Just
for a week.
Yeah, I know. So here we blow.
CPR. Really?
So now we're gonna go into what we were talking about earlier. Vor. The desire to. There's a lot of vor things, and we'll talk about the vor anyways. So the desire to be wholly consumed and the gigantic fetish dominated by most giantess. Did I say that?
Giant women, giantess,
but that's not
large
women.
Snooze.
I thought vor was
it says vor, the desire to be wholly consumed, and giantess.
Vor.
Dominate most states.
Well,
so,
look,
those
hey,
two are big winners.
I gotta call my mom in like 10 minutes. So yeah, I'm gonna
So
dip
you're
out of this
welcome.
conversation. Yeah, I'm
You're
gonna dip out of
welcome.
this. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right,
you're welcome.
This is
started. Fine, I see how it is.
Okay.
this is what
You're
Rev's
fine.
into.
Everybody's fine. I forgot what time it was. So yeah,
Okay,
it's my
all
bad.
right.
All
Yes,
right.
all right. We'll see
I'll
you.
catch up with you. Take care.
Yes, we'll see you later. Thank you
See you,
for being
Rex.
here.
Bye.
So,
Thanks for having me up.
Meanwhile, fetishes like biting and CPR are only most searched in one state each.
Oh, this is just
Iowa,
based on what's searched in each state?
Yes. So yeah,
Oh.
yes. So baby, that's what we're going over is in the United States, the fetishes that are most searched, the fetishes in each state.
Oh. That's
Oh,
even
that's ought
weird.
to be interesting.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
And then we're going over other thingies, bobbers later about different places in the world. But anyways, sorry everybody. As we are entering 2025, the data shows, and this was made a couple months ago. There's converging trends. C4S spokesperson, blah blah blah, whatever. And we've seen a tremendous growth in not only in gigantus and vor fantasies, but also chastity. Ball busting and pegging.
Yes!
And we've talked about pegging very, very many
Fetish of the year. That's
times.
hilarious.
Yeah, we've talked
I
about
understand. I mean, okay.
Hey, let's carry on because we've all talked about the pegging and ball busting on here.
I've never talked about pegging.
And I'm pretty sure, yes. We know. Anyways, let's crack on. So, let's see. Let's go to. There's been a double volume in reaching and looking into those. Okay, so let's go into the next thingy, my bobber, which is. Let's see about. Let's see about the. Well, yeah. Let's do this thingies of the mobobbers, and let's start on this fetish, this thing. I'm just gonna wait until. And I know it's Daily Mail when you did not even listen to it at all, but god damn you stupid. Sex experts share warning into vorophilia, the bizarre fetish on the rise in the UK. Yes.
What is it?
War.
The desire for being swallowed whole or being devoured.
Yeah, so basically Rev and Shani.
I feel like
I don't think Sally knows this, Shani.
What?
No.
Everybody say hello to Anna real quick. Anna. Okay, so let's see if I can get this to go away. Go away.
Yeah,
so
on the little
everybody, there's a new fetish in the UK that I cannot watch. We cannot do this. But anyways, vorophilia is what, babe? What kitty cat? What is vorophilia?
Vorophilia? The desire to be devoured, to be completely consumed by another.
Or to have parts of your flesh eaten by somebody else, and or to eat other people's human flesh, I guess is the best way to put it. And not just like
that's cannibalism.
Zombies. Wonder if they also
and
cannibalism.
Of living human flesh, and not just of like going down on your significant other or like eating out their butt or like whatever. No, it means like actually taking parts of the human body, doing things to it and eating it. It could be eating it raw or it could be eating it non-raw.
I mean, I didn't do it for the fetish, but I guess whenever they punched my conches and I ate that flesh, that could be seen as a form of war, but it wasn't like it didn't turn me on. It was just ritual.
Well, no, and that's completely different. That is one of those thingies of the multiverse. Is just a thing that is, like you said, it just ritual and or like or whatever. And you weren't like, oh my god, I'm gonna get the placenta of my fucking baby.
Oh, yeah, that's just
that's fucking insane. That shit's insane. And Savvy, I don't know if I've told you this. No, we've not talked about this at all. One of my exes was a baby catcher, and she would take placentas. She was a midwife.
Oh,
she would take placentas and other things of women that she like got their babies from, and she would put it in our refrigerator.
Why?
And I would go to like make food. Wait, what, baby?
Oh no, you're
what,
you
Kitty?
Continue.
So she would get placentas and she would get baby parts. And she would put in a refrigerator that the kids' food was in, and I'd have to make food with I'd open up a refrigerator and there's placentas all inside the refrigerator.
What was she doing? Like, I mean, I have, like bones and stuff, but what was the intent for what does she do with them?
So she would make teas out of them. She would ground them into powders and make them into pills. She would make all kinds of woo holistic bull crap out of to sell back to them for thousands of dollars. She literally would sell somebody back their placenta in different ways and for $1,000.
That's insane.
Yeah, you're telling me like
I just have bones, and now I have frozen rodents in the freezer because of the snake. But that's
and so
that's his food.
So, anyways, let's crack on with this fun stuff, and then we'll go from here, and we'll go into more serious stuff if we decide to get into it. God,
mycophilia. That's fun.
There we go. So here, let's get into this.
Park, feeling all cute when a grasshopper suddenly decides to take a scenic stroll up your arm. Now, most people would swat it away faster than you can say pest control, but for someone with formicophilia, this tiny invader is not an annoyance. It's a VIP guest delivering a special thrill. Yes, formicophilia is a fetish where individuals are aroused at the sensation of insects crawling on their skin.
Entomology.
Jesus Christ.
To them, the sensation of an insect on their skin isn't a creepy, crawly nightmare.
No.
It's more like a ticklish, tantalizing.
Psoriasis.
No.
This only happens.
This is not a fetish. This is an illness.
This is what happens when you have been a child, a very young child, and you have not been around very, very hygienic places, and you're just used to. And the only reason I'm going to say this, and once again, I'm going to say this again and again, a lot of fetishes have been a thing that have come with, have developed in people because of something that has happened to them as a trauma and a preteen like experience. Not always trauma, but you're right. But you're right.
I think in this case, it's more, I mean, I know that it does say that it is specifically to the feeling of insects. However, I think it would just be like, it's more like sensory play and just really, really light sensory play.
You could probably get this to happen on. Yeah, you could probably get this to happen on somebody who had this by doing certain things like that. Like totally. A light, silly little, like a kind of not feathery, but a little
wire or fishing line
some kind of. But anyways, totally.
Spa treatment. The gentle tickling or biting sensation can trigger physical arousal, often heightened by the psychological thrill of engagement.
Well, now we went into the biting thing, and now I don't understand. Anyways, let's crack on.
Engaging with something taboo or unconventional. It's like combining the adrenaline of a scary movie with the tingles of ASMR, except the actors are ants, spiders, or beetles, and their scripts are all improv. To make this bizarre fetish more weird, formicophiliacs actually love the idea of being a source of food for these insects. They literally find delight in turning themselves into a living banquet, and the more adventurous among them might even get creative and sprinkle.
I've heard. Wait. Okay, So I've heard of this honey thing, and although I don't know if the honey thing in this case is 100% of this, but when I was a teenager, my friend's mom had the Encyclopedia of Fetishes, and there was a fetish in there where gentlemen would dip their balls in honey and have hornets and or bees sting it. So
so it swells.
Yeah, and then after that happened, they would have sex with somebody, so they were more swollen than they've ever been. And I did feel that when my ex sub stapled my cock wrong and it turned purple and swelled, and she rode it all night long. It sucked fucking for me so hardcore. It like, oh my God, I wanted to die all night long, but I was like, I'm never gonna be this big, so I'm gonna let her ride it as long as she wants. Anyways, we'll talk about that later.
Honey or sugar on themselves to lure the ants or insects. But of course, formicophilia comes with risks. Let's not pretend that letting insects...
No, you're literally like, it's not going to be a good day for you if you do that. And so here we go with this next one.
The red flags are pretty glaring, right? But, well, for someone with hybristophilia, aka the Bonnie and Clyde syndrome, that's the highest level of attraction. Basically, hybristophilia is a psychological phenomenon where individuals feel attracted to people who've committed crimes. The term comes from the...
And this is fucking insane, like, high. Like, I know a lot of people that are into this, and like, I feel like I have been.
How many fans does Mr. Dahmer have?
Well, of course, no, every single fucking serial killer, and I feel like I have gotten into this fetish, or people have fetishized me like this because I'm a weirdo and blah blah blah, and they're more into like me. They're like these.
You're a weirdo.
He's so modest.
I don't know.
Hold on, let me get into this.
Bible reading fucking angel, mate.
One of my, a couple girlfriends ago, she would sit there and be like, "Tell me all the crimes you did," and like she fetishized like that I was
you're bad boy.
Bad person, even though I'm technically not. Like, I literally don't do things wrong. Like, I mean, I've done a lot of shit, but like, I'm not like, I killed 3 people in, in fucking Tallahassee, or like, I did things, and I'm like telling her things, and she's like, wait, you didn't murder people? And I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck?
So what you did wasn't good enough?
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, oh my God, like, I fucking went hella hardcore.
Yeah, dude. I'm so glad you survived all of that.
And that was the joke that I said the other day about hooking up the the golf cart battery to the nipple clamps or whatever. She's the one who said she wanted that to happen. And I'm like, wait, what the fuck did you just say? And I was like, oh my God, I would never even think about going that fucking far. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, I thought I was insane until people fucking tell me weird shit they've done. And I'm like, you put what in your where, and then how and how far, and God damn it, dude, I thought I was fucking insane.
The Greek word hubris, which...
So anyways, we'll get to the next thingies of this bobbers, and then we got other things.
Have eproctophilia, which is a weird fascination with flatulence. In fact, the
I hate this one so much.
idea of hearing someone toot or smelling a person's gas just makes your heart skip a beat. For you, it's as romantic as roses, as thrilling as...
There was, I'm not going to say who. I had 2 people that I was about ready to date, and they farted in my face, and I was like, ugh, and they went, wait, what? And I went, is that not wrong? Like, literally, you literally farted in my face. And like, one of the times I was on the phone with one of my bosses that I was trying to get a gig for her and I with, and she literally farts in my face, and I went, and she goes, what? And I went, I'm on the phone with fucking our boss. What are you talking about, you psychopath? I know we're all coked out. And there's 5 screens that we're watching porn on while we're fucking. But oh my god, are you ketamine me? Jesus Christ!
Are you feeding pork?
Fucking people are crazy. So here's the
which are the predators, the ones doing the eating, often imagining themselves as dominant or powerful, as well as the prey, the guys who fantasize about being devoured because they see it as submissive, intimate, or even comforting. However, you should note that most vor fantasies are pure imagination or role play, and nobody is actually grilling human meat like it's.
Wait,
right.
Wait.
Sure,
I did
not.
it.
Sure. No one would ever actually do that. No.
No, I didn't take the bites out of those people, and I didn't cook them. Never mind. That totally didn't happen. No, it's completely fake.
That would work well with the other one, wouldn't it? With the one before, the rock. What was it called? The farm one?
The rock. All I heard was rock hard. Is all I heard, and maybe that's what I am right now. Right now,
I don't
feet.
Do realize
that is true, Billy.
There's only one state in the United States where cannibalism is illegal.
In my pants?
No, there's just one. I don't remember which one, but there's just one where cannibalism is illegal. Otherwise, it's just how you get the meat that's usually illegal.
Yeah, well, yeah, sure. Okay, well, let's go with that. Sure. Yeah, sausage. That's exactly how I feel. And I really want to go over what's it called, sausage. The fucking our friend that does all of those sausage videos.
What?
Anyways.
Oh, excuse me.
Let's go into this for the heck of it, and just because, like, maybe this is
the world of human desires is vast and often surprising. Today we're diving into the 20 strangest fetishes you won't believe actually exist. This is going to be weird. At number 20, we have acrotomophilia, a fetish where individuals are attracted to amputees or people with missing limbs. While it may seem
I've only been into that twice. I swear. Anyways,
unusual to some, it's a real and valid attraction for those who experience it. Coming in at number 19 is agomatophilia, which is a sexual attraction to statues, mannequins, or dolls. Yes, you heard that right. Some people find
I saw the movie in the 80s.
And I've only been into that 5 times. Yeah, watching that one movie that happened in the 1980s. Yeah. I only was into
find inanimate objects incredibly alluring.
I mean, we know that.
Didn't we do a whole stream about that?
That would work with me because my dick is an inanimate object now.
But does anybody? Hold on. But does anybody besides your nurse friend? I'm gonna say friend. Fantasize about that other than you? I didn't say anything. Are you guys still gonna go to that concert together and all that fun stuff?
I promised there was Hans Zimmer in December.
Score. Yes, awesome. I'm so glad to hear that.
It's all about comfort and regression for some individuals. At number 17, we have cremesticophilia, which is arousal from being robbed or held up. It's a rare fetish.
I mean, I've only jizzed twice after having somebody putting a gun in. Never mind, we'll talk about it.
It combines danger and submission. Number 16 is coprophilia, a fetish involving feces. While it's not for everyone, it's
let's go past that. No, let's go past that. Fuck that bullshit.
All animals. Let's be clear, animal cruelty is never okay. Number 14 is dendrophilia, which involves a sexual attraction to trees. Yes, trees.
Dude, I can't believe how many people I've met that are into this. And I've met people that have been into everything completely.
Isn't that a knee trembler?
If you think there's somebody... Sure. Anyways, let's just crack on.
It's one of the more unusual fetishes out there. At number 13, we have emetophilia, a fetish centered around vomiting. Some people find the act itself or watching others vomit to get arousing.
Oh, no.
Nope.
No, I cannot.
Yeah.
I can deal with shit, like like puke. No, hell no.
Wait. Shit's better than puke. What the? Anyways, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Let's keep going. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
Would be shitting. I can handle that better than puke. I cannot do puke. If somebody pukes around me,
whatever. Whatever. I get it. Okay, whatever. I don't care. I don't care. Let's
smell.
on.
Which is a sexual attraction to significantly older individuals. Age gaps can be a turn on for some people. Number 10 is hybristophilia, a fetish where individuals are attracted to people who have committed crimes or violent acts. It's often linked to fascination with danger or infamy. At number 9, we have clismophilia.
Hey, yeah, tell me all the things you did to get wrong. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Which involves arousal from enemas. It's a niche fetish that combines medical play with sexual pleasure. Number.
Okay, just keep going. Just keep going.
Yep.
The reason I have a weird thing about that, and like I've said it here, and I've said it. We were doing a medical play night, and this lady just let go, and we had to like spend an hour just cleaning up her back mess. Like she did not know how to hold it in, and like they cleaned themselves technically, but it's like if she spurted out everything, then now we have to clean up everything because it's biohazard. So I just spent no bueno is all I have to say.
Number 8 is mysophilia, a fetish where individuals are attracted to soiled or dirty objects like used underwear. It's all about the scent.
See, that's a little bit different. This is a little bit different. And like we've sold a bunch of fucking people's panties and underwear and stuff like that to idiots. Because anyways. So now let's get into let's see. I just want to double check this really quick. Oh, we already know what vorophilia is because we already like talked about that partially. Does everybody understand what that is?
Kinda.
Oh, well,
No.
Okay, well, that's fine. That's
No,
fine.
I'm Mr.
Is
Naive.
it because they didn't really give any like how it's really practiced examples? Is that why it's still at a kind of state for you?
Oh, well, there we go. Okay, well, let's delve in to. I don't know what's going on anymore. Anyway, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
so
Even
everyone
though
knows.
this is the Daily Mail, but anyways.
Just so everyone knows, I peg myself every 2 days with an anal catheter. So, woof. I'm a perv.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's not for pleasure. That's completely different. We're talking about pleasure items.
Into my bowels, but
supposedly.
I get it right up
Did I
there.
say
Ooh.
supposed? Suppositorily? Is that what I should say? Anyways, it doesn't matter. Anyways, so sex experts sharing warning by verophilia by bizarre fetish rise in the UK, which is. I told you to go away.
It's not
really. No, it's totally not. Anyways, so vorophilia, known as vor, which is the erotic desire to consume or be consumed by another person or creature. In other words, a lust for being swallowed whole, is what they were saying. So in the UK, there's a rise in you fucking weirdos looking that shit up. I thought you guys were supposed to be the normal ones, but no. Okay, anyways, all right. So what's the next thing about it?
It's because 28 years later came out.
69. All I heard was 69. Yeah, totally.
Oh.
So let's go into. I know I opened up a new thing, but let's do this. Let's go into
excuse me.
Let's do this. But well, let's go into. For some reason, this is a new fetish. I mean, it's okay. Again, we don't kink shame, but porn fetish for tan lines is making a comeback for some reason. I don't know
what.
Because the 90s are coming back.
I guess. So now people are now looking and wanting to see tan lines. Blah blah blah. They're seeing more people looking at tan lines, and it.
No.
And again, we're seeing more bushes and or more long hair. Where it used to be, everybody was clean shaven, and now there are more tan lines and more long hairs, which is completely fine. It's just interesting that it is popping out. Did I say that right? Does that make sense? anyways. Let me go ahead and let's get into the next thing of the mobobbers, and we're just going to get into the more funnier things of the stuffs, because I think we're going to end kind of soon. Because this has just been a lot of silly and fun
you
tonight.
didn't address my kink or fetish. I don't know.
What is los? Which one?
I don't know if it's a kink or a fetish. You guys could probably help me out. It's nothing weird like leatherette and barbed wire thongs and things like that.
Barbed wire thong. Okay, anyways, just crack on.
It's midget tossing.
Oh, I had a friend that loved that.
Wait,
when I was
not
younger.
tossing off midgets, but actual midget tossing. We have it here in England a lot.
Wait, does that get you hard? Wait, does that get you hard? And do
nothing gets me hard anymore. Ding dong don't work.
If it did,
but again, does it turn you on?
I just really enjoy it.
Then that's just an enjoyment. That's not a kink, and that's not.
It may get me hard. Can you call them midgets now, or you got to call them?
No, little people, and never mind.
Well, and I don't know. The main difference between a kink and a fetish is that you basically require the fetish in order to reach climax. The kink is just
definitely a fetish.
That
you're love to see them midgets getting tossed.
Yeah, but never. Yes, just let him go. Just let him go, and let's just crack on.
I'm sorry.
Anyways, let's go on with this. And here we go.
Saying officer she can't say no if she's already dead is not a loophole in the justice.
Wow.
Yeah, but it does not require.
In fact, it makes things worse.
Not saying no, it requires saying yes.
Because that's necrophilia, a banned fetish that's illegal almost everywhere. Basically, necrophilia is when you're sexually attracted to unalived people. A corpse is like a supermodel to you. Meanwhile, visiting a morgue is like watching.
In high school.
Okay.
In high
school, dead women to fuck them.
Okay, so I had a friend in high school who used to make his girlfriend lay in a bathtub of ice until she got ice cold, and he would fuck her while she was frozen. Anyways, let's talk
about a Victoria's Secret fashion show for you. That's why you often see necrophiliacs working in funeral homes and morgues. But getting turned on by dead bodies is one thing. Doing it with a corpse is an entirely different thing.
And I have dated 4 different morticians, but that's completely different.
That's so cool.
I didn't date them
job
because of. Okay, let's just get into the next thingy, Bobber. After that, let's get into.
Just a second. We got Australia, Brazil, Germany, India, Philippines, New Zealand, South Africa, Sweden, and United Kingdom, and a couple of U.S. states.
For what? I don't know.
Where it's not explicitly illegal.
What?
I don't even want to know. I don't care. Okay, sure. I didn't care. I don't want to know anymore.
And from what I can find, we've not had it illegal for that long over here. So.
I don't. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Think there's a happy ending? Think again. For some reason, a guy in the video crushes the puppy under a huge rock in an incredibly horrifying sight. And don't be too shocked to know that this is very common worldwide, because some people actually find pleasure in seeing animals getting crushed. This is called a crush fetish. It's a fetish where decency and sanity are.
I know, it's insane. Okay, so let's get to the next thing. I know, I'm sorry. We're gonna get past that, and then we'll get into this though. We'll get into just see this.
Go past.
Too old. That's where ephebophilia
Okay, let's go on with this.
comes in. It's a sort of fetish where an adult is attracted to teenagers, usually somewhere between 14.
Okay, we know about that because you didn't want to know the ones before that. Like honestly, you really didn't know. No.
18 and above.
Voyeurism.
So here we go.
Private stuff. That's because people are supposed to do them privately without worrying about an eye in the sky watching them.
We don't know anything about this.
This is why voyeurism is a banned fetish. Voyeurs are usually people who enjoy watching people in intimate and vulnerable moments. They get a weird thrill from sneaking around and spying on others, like some kind of detective, except instead of solving,
or they're the ones
documenting it.
With the camera. They're the ones in the corner with the camera.
Is that similar to dogging?
Or then it becomes the next part of this, which is
this harmless curiosity anymore. You're basically asking to be the main character of a police report. Exhibitionism. It's okay to be proud of your parts downstairs, but that doesn't mean everyone should be just as proud as
Hey, what? You don't think everybody wants to see me having sex every single time I fucking have sex? God damn it.
you are. Sure, you might have a 10-inch member, but exposing your private parts in public is not the same as wearing flashy clothes. Basically, exhibitionism isn't the best fetish to throw out in the open. Some people have a thing.
That's why I go to nudist parks or whatever.
For exhibiting themselves in public, their brains are wired in such a way that they find it exciting that people see them in their birthday suits, exposing everything, only their bathroom.
Yeah, I've been a nudist my whole life. I know exactly what we're talking about. Anyways, okay. All right, so let's see.
I've known someone into somnophilia before. You skipped over somnophilia.
You want to do somnophilia? Okay.
Well, I know what it is, but they may not know what it is.
Yeah, but is it even a thing for us to go over? Okay, let's go over it.
It's late at night, and you want to go to dreamland after a tiring day, but you don't know that someone has been waiting for you to fall asleep before turning you into a puppet on a string for some weird pleasurable game.
I totally knew that was happening.
Somnophilia is a fetish where someone gets excited by the idea of a person being asleep or unconscious. The biggest problem is that an unconscious person cannot say yes or no, but offenders don't really care about consent. Instead, they just think they could get away with it because you're asleep. And while you're fantasizing in your sleep, your offender might be living a different kind of fantasy in real life. But laws do not care about someone's fantasy. If you do anything to a sleeping person without their clear, awake agreement, you are committing a crime.
Well.
Oh, I wasn't supposed to put it inside of. Never mind. I'm not going to the next one for sure. I'm totally not. Okay. Let's. Did we? Definitely
with you.
Anyways, okay, all right, folks. I think that's pretty much all for today. Tomorrow is going to be our. Yes, I know. Tomorrow is going to be our drunken news report.
Yay!
Yes, definitely. So we'll see you all tomorrow for that same freak time, same freak channel. Thank you all very much for being here.
And
yes, go ahead.
Thank you, Savvy, for joining us.
Yes,
it was fun.
Thanks for having me.
Definitely.
You should be here more.
Are you sure? Because that was, I think, the most chaotic episode I've witnessed.
Oh yeah, it's always.
I mean, I wonder why. I can't imagine.
It was always chaotic, but now.
Chaos.
No, but do realize now there's not enough blood for his brain to function.
And also, when you're here, I get a chance to speak. He normally shuts me the fuck up instantly.
Oh.
No, that's only when you get yappy.
Sure, whatever. All right. We'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you all for being here. You all are amazing. We'll see you. Everybody stay bikes. We're the fuck out of here. Bye.